On the April 14th episode of the New Heights podcast, Jason Kelce sat stoically at the microphone, dressed in a loose kimono that looked like it had just walked off the set of a samurai movie. The room around him was filled with old jerseys and tracksuits. Across from him on the screen was his brother Travis Kelce, sunburned, radiant, grinning ear to ear in a tank top and backwards baseball cap, like he had just returned from the best vacation of his life. Jason, clearly amused and curious, spoke in a playful tone. "Okay, bro, everybody's waiting, I'm waiting. You just disappeared from Kansas City for a few days and came back smiling like you jumped out of a spaceship. Tell me what happened at Coachella." Travis gave a smug smile and issued a quick disclaimer. "Hey, before you get mad, I just want to say this might have been one of the best weekends of my life." Jason raised an eyebrow and crossed his arms, skeptical but intrigued. "I'm listening," he said. Travis chuckled and leaned in, dropping his voice as if sharing a secret. Coachella 2025 wasn't just about the music, the lights, or the blazing desert heat. It was about Taylor. Jason blinked, confused. "Which Taylor?" he asked, shrugging. Travis laughed. "Taylor Swift, my girlfriend, the one who just took me into a whole new world out in the California desert." Jason froze. For a few seconds, he said nothing. His eyes widened, his jaw clenched, and he looked like he'd just swallowed an ice cube. "Wait, you said you and Taylor went Coachella together? She was there with you?" Travis nodded, his grin only growing. "Nah, just there. We wore matching outfits, held hands the entire time, watched Lana Del Rey from the crowd, ate midnight burritos on the moon, and took a bunch of vintage Polaroids she brought with her." Jason leaned back slowly in his chair, staring into space like he was trying to process the unexpected bombshell. I didn't know how to react," he said. "I thought they were just off on some peaceful vacation or something, not going full-on Coachella couple." Travis went on, painting the picture of a surreal weekend under the California stars. Shooting stars above, music all around, and moments that felt like something out of a dream. As Travis Kelce continued recounting his unforgettable weekend at Coachella 2025, he shared a moment that clearly left a mark on him. Taylor, who's usually up on the world stage, was just there in the crowd, holding my hand and losing herself in other people's music, he said, still in awe. "Believe it, during SAA's set, while Kill Bill was playing, she pulled me close, put my hand on her heart, and said, 'I don't know why, but this song makes me want to hug you so tight.'" Jason Kelce stared into the camera, stunned. "Are you kidding me?" Travis shook his head, his grin softening. "No kidding. Coachella turned me into a poet." After a long pause, Jason's expression shifted from disbelief to playful teasing. Okay, but what about the mosh pit? Did you dive into the crowd? Or were you just standing next to Taylor being her deluxe bodyguard?" Travis burst out laughing. "Both! When Kendrick Lamar came on, I couldn't help myself. I jumped into the crowd a few times. But every time I disappeared, Taylor would look around like, 'Where's Travis?' So I'd hobble back to her, face covered in dust, still smiling." Jason shook his head, clearly amused. "Oh my gosh, I'm living in a Taylor Swift song." Then, Travis's voice dropped slightly, more emotional than before. "We were sitting on a hill at sunset. No one noticed us. No one bothered us. She looked at me and said, 'You can live in my world, but I want to live in your world. In Kansas City, with the porch, the barbecue, and the Kelce brothers.'" Jason gasped. "Did she actually say that?" Travis nodded. "I almost cried." Jason sat back, his tone now a mix of helplessness and happiness. "I never thought I'd live long enough to hear Travis Kelce describe Coachella like an episode of This Is Us. But I'm not gonna lie, that sounds pretty awesome." Then, pointing to the camera with mock seriousness, he added, "But if she writes a song about Coachella, and it mentions burritos, Travis, you have to split the royalties with me. I've been helping you practice your podcast talk. Don't forget." After the episode aired, social media exploded with reactions. Fans couldn't believe how genuinely shocked Jason was hearing about Travis's romantic Coachella weekend with Taylor Swift. But one thing was clear, Travis Kelce wasn't just talking about a music festival. He was talking about falling deeper in love. With the way Travis Kelce talked about Taylor Swift on the podcast, It felt like he was writing a love diary. Fans were instantly hooked, with many demanding a spin-off podcast where Travis details every single hour of his Coachella experience, just hours after the New Heights episode aired. Taylor Swift's secondary Instagram account added fuel to the fire. She posted a Polaroid photo of her and Travis sitting on the grass, 2 glasses of soda beside them, the sun setting behind them. The caption was simple but telling: "Golden hour with my favorite." Netizens were quick to connect the dots. That was the exact moment Travis had described during the podcast, the quiet, intimate memory on the hill at sunset. Following his 12th season in the NFL, Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce took a few weeks to weigh his football future. Ultimately, he chose to return for the 2025 season. Now a few months into the offseason, Kelce and his superstar girlfriend have kept a relatively low profile, apart from his regular appearances on New Heights with his brother Jason. The couple, together since the beginning of the 2023 NFL season, has consistently shown up for each other at concerts, games, and now, evidently, at Coachella. Despite the downtime, Kelce has stayed focused on the game. According to Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, "I always like guys to step back after the season, but he wants to come back, and he's training like crazy too." That dedication became even more apparent on Sunday, when a few photos of Kelce training surfaced online. But it wasn't just solo work. He was spotted getting some reps in with a pair of high school athletes from the Atlanta, Georgia area. Chambly High School quarterback Braden Doss shared a photo with Kelce, while wide receiver Jazz Lewis posted another. NFL fans quickly took to social media to praise the All-Pro for giving back. "Very cool. Love the sneakers." One fan commented, "Little did y'all know Travis Kelce has been training. Imagine that." Added another, "Travis is the GOAT." Wrote a third, "Nice pick," said a fourth. "Good job, Trav," posted a fifth. "Travis putting in work." Added a sixth. According to Chambly recruits on X, formerly Twitter, which is run by Chambly's director of college recruiting and former NFL star Jamal Lewis, Doss is expected to visit the University of Cincinnati this summer. Incidentally, the same school where Kelce once played and began his journey to NFL greatness. Both Kelce brothers played college football. Travis at the University of Cincinnati and Jason at the University of Cincinnati as well, cementing their shared roots in the game. Interestingly, Travis's recent involvement at Chambly High School might have been influenced by some serious football connections. Wide receiver Jazz Lewis isn't the only standout on the school staff. The program also boasts 2 former NFL legends. Baltimore Ravens Hall of Famer Ed Reed is currently serving as the offensive coordinator, joining fellow Ravens great Jamal Lewis, who oversees college recruiting with that level of pedigree on staff. It's not surprising they were able to bring in a player like Kelce to mentor their young talent. Looking ahead, the Kansas City Chiefs are gearing up for the 2025 NFL Draft, which takes place from April 24th to 26th. The team holds a number 31 pick in the first round and will be looking to reload for another championship push. Much of that effort will hinge on the return of their legendary tight end, Travis Kelce, who surprised some by choosing to play another season after speculation that 2024 might have been his last. Like many Chiefs players, Kelce was left with bitter taste after the Super Bowl loss and is returning with unfinished business on his mind. Despite his iconic status, questions are beginning to emerge about how much longer the Chiefs can keep funneling so much of their offensive workload through Kelce. Though he hasn't had a 1,000-yard receiving season in the past 2 years, his usage has remained high. He was targeted 133 times last season, hauling in 97 receptions. While that level of production is still elite by any standard, the yards after the catch didn't quite compensate for the number of looks he received. Over 16 games, he recorded 823 receiving yards, still leading the team. But with a younger, faster group of receivers set to return, it might be time to consider easing Kelce's load. Enter Xavier Worthy, the explosive wide receiver who came in just behind Kelce in targets last season. Mahomes looked his way 98 times, and Worthy pulled in 59 receptions. Known as arguably the fastest player on the roster, Worthy is quickly finding his rhythm in the NFL and could soon become the go-to weapon in the Chiefs' offense. As Kelce heads into his age 35 season, it may be smart to lower his target share, not because he can't handle it, but to preserve his impact and longevity. By making his touches more deliberate and less frequent, the Chiefs could extend the career of one of the greatest tight ends of all time while ushering in the next generation of playmakers.